Hey there gamers, this is Revixit. Yeah, I won't let this channel die. Or without fight. It's just technical problems with, say, microphones. I'm trying to make it professional. Learning the, how to talk the talk and walk the walk. Saying, get in business with these things. Well, I'm pretty much happy that I ain't forced to do this thing for now. Would be interesting going and making podcasts. So, this is gonna be like a temporary thing till I can solve my things with Rian. Let's say SpeechCraft solo, where I'm gonna talk about subjects. Second subject that we would have talked for sure is piracy, clearly. Not the normal stuff. Piracy we know all. It's bad, it devaluates. Developers don't get funded enough, they lose money, stuff like that. But I feel that people are starting to put on the back of piracy everything PC gaming or gaming in PC gaming, because here's like the head of piracy. Everything PC gaming has been assaulted to piracy. I mean, seriously? No, PC gaming is not going down because of piracy. No, it's just developers. Developers are becoming way and way more, I don't know to explain it, way more proprietary. Or that's not just a word, I'm making up stuff. They're just with their claws holding up their game. If you're a console gamer, you're known to you've been given controls, or you are not allowed to model the game. PC developers are starting to forget that. In essence, this is why they started making the game. They love tinkering with those bits, changing it in a way you're proud that you would model the game in a way you enjoy. Now they lost that thing. We're getting fucking ports and we can change it. Settings are becoming like an optional thing. Like controls, get used to it, plug in Xbox control. Wait, I'm on a PC. Can you freaking give me a way to play with my keyboard? If I want an Xbox controller or a PS3, there are the consoles. Yes, not a PC. Freaking settings, make them more optimized. Another thing. Oh yeah, started with piracy and ended with developers. Yes. So first thing, everybody says that piracy is the one that is kind of the bane, the virus of PC gaming. I don't see it. It's more of the fear developers have. I know they waste money and stuff like that, but as Gabe knows, I'm not the most intelligent person, but it's his code. I'm kinda saying his code in a way. The only way to solve piracy is to offer a better service, which he did. You can't blame that. Steam is a great service, even though that people are starting to say that's kinda overtaken some stuff. I agree, it could use some competition. That's not my fault that it's kinda the best way made. Valve is the great say studio. Yeah, studio. Sorry, I'm not American native, so I'm trying my hard. I'm Romanian. So Valve is a great studio. They resolved their problems. I mean, they really made it better. Team Fortress 2, if you would have pirated, let's say, a long time ago, when it came out, yeah, it could have been the same, but now it's not the same. I don't feel that you can, on the pirated version, get the same experience on Steam. With the crafting, with the other stuff, with Steamworks, stuff like that. So they offered a greater support than the pirated version did. So back to my conclusion. It's not a freaking fault of piracy. Developers need to retain their fury. It's all, when you're furious, you don't see clearly all the things. People need to learn. Yeah, piracy, I agree. Less money for developers, things like that, but that's it. It won't break down the PC gaming. Gaming is going down because developers are getting too greedy and they're keeping the games like they're little kids. Just, you can't even freaking, because of the DLC, they fear that mods will made by, there are, let's say, how many communities that mod games, great games, that made some content. Oblivion, Skyrim now is going up high. I mean, first day I got Skyrim and now I was like, mods. They were even starting to make some. They were visual ones, but still, they already started. The UI has been changed. There's Sky UI. Minecraft, which in my opinion is best with mods. Mods make a pretty much big part in gaming because it's a way for the gaming to tailor their experience. You have the vanilla part, which I agree is good, but as a gamer, as PC gaming part, you really you really enjoy tinkering with the game. That's something I feel gamers have lost pretty much. When you would tinker with settings, stuff like that, there still are on the PC. I mean, if a game is buggy as hell and there are problems, they will find a way to fix it faster than developers, which I kinda see here. Why is the fear of the developers? If you have a great community, experienced guy, genius, they will make it sometimes faster and do better than the developers, which is competition for them. A community might pull out some great quests and a better expansion to a game than the developer did. They have to recognize if they made a better one, good for them, but not go in fear because you won't get your greedy $5 for a DLC or $15. How is it today? They need to learn to let the game in the hands of the gamer. They need to remember what they were. They were originally gamers. They have to remember why they started making games. They loved, they enjoyed. Games build their life. They sometimes, because they went the path to create games because they tinkered with some games. many of them would go into source code and modify and see the changes and stuff like that, and it grew on them. Yet now they feel that they need to take that from us. Why, I don't know. It's a fear they're building up. For what, I really don't know. So I say that us as gamers, we have to raise our voices. I'm not saying that my voice is the best. Nope. I'm just raising some thoughts here. That even though piracy is bad, developers are making everything worse. Or publishers. More or less, yeah, I have to make it sometimes annoying, because sometimes things that are done wrong are not because of the developers, are because of the publishers. Sometimes publishers force the developers to make some decision that they wouldn't do. Check Mirror's Edge 2, for example. That game I've been waiting for since the first. I didn't feel that it was bad. Yeah, it could have needed some improvement, but still, it's a great game. I played it like 2, 3, 5 times, again and again. It's great. And yet their game was swapped, because it didn't go into the publisher's master plan of how to milk people of money. This is what it has become. It's just a great scheme of how to get the more money. Okay, that's all. That's really what they joined to make the games. They started this life just to make a whole load of money for this is their experience. I agree, if the game is good, like let's say Assassin's Creed, they put out one game after another every year. Great for them, and I never felt any burns at the games. Everyone in the series was better and better. Only thing I have to say is at Revelation, in the middle, it felt a bit like pulled. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Like the first part and the ending are best one in the series. I love them. But in the middle, it's just like it's a bit, let's say, pulled, made so that the experience would take longer. I don't know. It didn't catch me like the others. Assassin's Creed 2, I made all the missions. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, same. I made all the Rome complete. I made secondary missions. I remember here the armor. Okay, yeah. The armor in Assassin's Creed Revelation is now like some pages you get, and it didn't feel like in the Rome one. I agree. The Rome armor wasn't cool looking, but it was nice going to those tomes style things that they made now for Altair's Memories. They could have made some, let's say 6 for the armor, and those parts could have been interesting. I mean, it would have been some content that people would have gone to make, because you would get that armor, which is badass in my opinion. Never went, didn't attract me searching for those pages just to get that armor. I was like, I want the ending, and yes, I wasn't mistaken, the ending was cool, badass. Back to the story. This is gonna be my rant for today. Hope you enjoy it, and as a conclusion, Piracy is not the bad, let's say, the bad, not the bad, the worst thing that's on PC game. It's just the compassion developers or publisher let into the games is lowering. There are some developers that I could give kudos. Red City Project, Valve, maybe Blizzard in a way. Still not sure. Bethesda, yes, Skyrim. Skyrim is a great game, and as you can see, they're already gonna start supporting the modding scene with the upcoming patch. I can't recall, in January it's gonna come out. Looking forward to see great content pulled out by the community. Community is already, it's just a river of ideas. Go on Skyrim Nexus, check that out. So as an ending and conclusion, finally, piracy is the least worst thing that PC has. Hope you enjoyed. Haters gonna hate if you didn't enjoy. It's just my rant. Don't take it seriously. This was Revixit. Peace out.